Well, after a wild week of insults, accusations, jaw-dropping quotes, and legal threats, President Trump is now out of Washington tonight, trying to turn the page on this new book that portrays him as isolated and ridiculed by members of his own staff, who the author of this book quotes as describing the president being unfit for the job. After aggressive pushback calling the book phony, President Trump left the White House bound for Camp David to focus on the legislative agenda ahead. Before leaving, though, he fired off a couple of tweets attacking his former chief strategist, quoted in the book, and Michael Wolff, the author of that book, who spoke out for the first time today. Correspondent Kevin Corke has the story live from the North Lawn. Good evening, Kevin.
Evening, Brett. You're right. The president leaving Washington en route to Camp David for that working weekend this afternoon. That's about 56 miles away from where we are right here. But despite that distance, as you point out, the president has been unable to distance himself from the ongoing controversy surrounding that new tell-all book about the Trump White House. President Trump ignored shouted questions about Steve Bannon today, but had plenty to say about him online, giving his former chief strategist the nickname Sloppy Steve in a pair of tweets. The controversial tell-all book is still front and center in the president's mind. Earlier, he took issue with its author, Michael Wolff, and his claim that the two had talked, tweeting zero access to White House and never spoke to him for book. Despite repeated denials by the White House, Wolff said today he talked to the president at length.
I've spent about 3 hours with the president over the course of the campaign in the White House. So my window into Donald Trump is pretty significant. But even more to the point, and this was really sort of the point of the book, I spoke to people who spoke to the president on a daily, sometimes minute-by-minute basis.
We are sold out. We'll have more copies early next week.
The book went on sale overnight, 4 days ahead of schedule due to demand, according to its publisher, and quickly shot up to the top of Amazon's bestseller list. Among Wolff's assertions, the president thought former FBI Director Jim Comey was, quote, a rat, that his reaction to every problem is to fire someone right away, that some White House staffers thought the president might be dyslexic, and that senior staffers often thought he acted, quote, like a child. Wolff admits parts of the book are merely his recollections of events and conversations, something White House officials point to as proof that the book is simply made up.
He repeatedly begged to speak with the president and was denied access, and he makes it sound like he was sitting outside the Oval Office every single day, which is just not the case. This is a guy who made up a lot of stories to try to sell books, and I think more and more people are starting to see that his facts just simply don't add up.
We're going to Camp David with a lot of the great Republican senators, and we're making America great again.
The president's weekend will be dominated by a myriad of meetings at Camp David with his cabinet and with GOP congressional lawmakers as the administration looks to map out its agenda for 2018, including a plan to head off a possible budget crisis, infrastructure and welfare reform, funding for the military, DACA, and funding for the wall. Speaking of Camp David, Chief Economic Advisor Gary Cohn says officials will likely, Brett, decide between infrastructure and welfare reform as the next big project they tackle. Back to you.
Kevin Corke live on the North Lawn. Kevin, thank you.